Deep in the heart of a wild jungle, a secret was born. A baby girl, left alone by the world, was taken in and raised by a family of panthers. They taught her to run, to hunt, and to listen to the soft sounds of the forest. As she grew, strange signs pointed to a hidden power within her. Every step in the jungle revealed clues to a mystery that would change her life forever. An unknown force calls her name, urging her to discover her true self. Her destiny lies hidden among the ancient trees. What secret does the jungle hold for her? Deep within a dense jungle, where the leaves whispered old secrets and shadows danced with the wind, a mystery began. The jungle was a living, breathing maze of towering trees and hidden clearings. It held both beauty and danger, wrapped in a timeless hush that spoke of ancient lore. In one forgotten corner, a tiny cry pierced the quiet, a cry from a baby left alone in the wild. This baby girl, small and helpless, was discovered by a group of panthers. These panthers were no ordinary cats. With eyes that glowed softly in the dim light and hearts brave enough to face the unknown, they did not see a stray infant but a soul in need. They gathered around her with gentle purrs and careful nuzzles, embracing her as if she were part of their own. The baby, with no one to care for her but these fierce yet tender creatures, felt safe for the first time in her young life. Days turned into weeks and weeks into months as the girl grew under the care of her unexpected family. The panthers taught her the ways of the jungle. She learned to move silently between the tall grasses, to listen for the soft rustle of danger, and to understand the language of the forest. Their world was one of simple, natural rhythms, a song of life that echoed in every rustling leaf and bubbling stream. In return, her bright eyes and gentle laughter brought a new kind of warmth to the wild. The jungle itself seemed to celebrate her presence. Every branch and vine, every ray of sunlight that broke through the canopy, carried hints of forgotten stories. The elders among the panthers would sometimes sit in a quiet circle by the river. Their steady, knowing eyes would fix on the horizon as if recalling tales from a time when magic ruled these lands. In those moments, an unspoken promise hung in the air. The girl's arrival was not random but part of a larger, hidden plan. As the child grew more curious about her surroundings, she began to wander a little farther from her safe haven. One day, she discovered ancient carvings etched into a smooth, moss-covered stone. The symbols were worn by time yet pulsed with a strange energy. They seemed to tell a story of a land filled with wonder, danger, and secrets meant only for those with a brave heart. The sight of these markings stirred something deep inside her. Although she did not yet understand their meaning, the symbols whispered that her past held a mystery waiting to be solved. At times, the girl would sit quietly under the shade of a giant tree, watching the panthers as they prowled and played. Their every move was filled with purpose and pride, as if they carried knowledge of an ancient truth. In their watchful eyes, the girl sensed that they knew more about her than she did. There was a silent understanding between them, a bond that went beyond words. The jungle, with all its hidden corners and secret sounds, seemed to be guiding her toward a destiny that was both exciting and unknown. One crisp morning, when the air was fresh and the mist still hugged the ground, the girl had a moment that would change everything. As she sat by a clear, sparkling stream, she peered into the water and saw her own reflection. But in that shimmering surface, her eyes held a spark that was not just hers. It was as if the water carried visions of ancient times. For a brief moment, she saw shapes and shadows of a world filled with rituals, bravery, and long-forgotten magic. It was a glimpse of a truth that lay deep within her, hidden like a treasure waiting to be uncovered. Every lesson the panthers taught her, every secret the jungle shared, built a bridge between the simple life she knew and a larger, mysterious destiny. The love and strength of her wild family gave her courage, while the whispers of the jungle promised that her true self was not yet fully revealed. In the midst of playful days and quiet nights, the forest was slowly unfolding its secrets, inviting her to discover who she really was. Thus, in a world where danger and wonder walked hand in hand, the baby girl grew. She was no longer just a child of the jungle. She was a symbol of the bond between nature and life, and of a mystery that was as old as the forest itself. Every rustle in the leaves, every call of a distant animal, hinted at the truth of her origins, urging her to find the answers hidden among the ancient trees. The girl's heart beat in time with the rustling leaves and murmuring streams. As she grew older, the jungle began to reveal more of its secrets. Every path she trod, every whisper of wind, felt like a guide leading her deeper into a world of hidden truths. The symbols she had seen on the moss-covered stone in her early days now appeared in unexpected places, carved into ancient tree trunks, hidden in the patterns of winding vines, and etched on weathered rocks. Each sign carried a silent message, urging her to explore further. One bright morning, while wandering near a glimmering pool, she discovered a narrow trail lined with large ferns and soft earth. The trail seemed to call out to her, its edges marked by delicate carvings that echoed the mysterious symbols from her past. With cautious steps, she followed the path, feeling as if the jungle itself was guiding her. The deeper she ventured, the more the air shimmered with a quiet magic, a promise of answers hidden in the heart of the wild. As she moved along the winding path, the familiar sounds of her panther family faded into the background, replaced by the soft hum of nature's secrets. The trail led her to a clearing where an ancient stone structure stood partially hidden by climbing ivy. The structure, weathered by time, bore symbols that pulsed with a gentle glow. Her eyes widened at the sight. Here was a sign that her past was far more intertwined with the jungle than she had ever imagined. She stepped closer, her small hand reaching out to trace the carvings on the stone. The symbols felt warm under her touch, as if they were alive with the power of forgotten memories. In that quiet moment, the jungle spoke to her in silent voices. The messages were simple yet profound, hinting at a destiny that went beyond the life she had known among the panthers. There was a stirring inside her, a mix of fear and excitement, as if she were on the brink of discovering an important truth. A sudden rustle in the nearby bushes startled her. Instinctively, she turned to see a pair of gentle eyes watching her from the shadows. It was a creature unlike any she had seen before, small, with a kind face and eyes full of wisdom. The creature did not seem dangerous. Instead, it radiated calm and understanding. Slowly, it stepped forward, and the girl felt a wave of reassurance wash over her. This was not a threat but another guide on her path, sent by the jungle to help her understand the messages that were beginning to shape her destiny. As the mysterious creature moved closer, it paused and seemed to beckon her further into the clearing. The girl followed, her curiosity growing with every step. The creature led her to a series of stone steps that descended into a shadowed hollow beneath the earth. With each step, she felt a mixture of awe and determination. It was as if the very ground was leading her to a hidden part of herself, a place where the mystery of her past and the wisdom of the jungle converged. Halfway down the steps, a subtle reminder appeared, a gentle message woven into the rustling of the leaves. If you find yourself enchanted by this journey, stay with us. In this tale, every sign and every whisper matters, and there is always more to discover. This quiet note was like a nudge to those watching her story, inviting them to join the unfolding adventure without breaking the magic of the narrative. At the bottom of the steps, the hollow opened into a vast chamber lit by soft beams of sunlight filtering through cracks in the ceiling. The walls were adorned with more carvings, each telling a piece of a larger story. The girl felt the weight of a secret history surrounding her, one that had been patiently waiting for her return. The air was filled with the scent of earth and ancient leaves, and every sound echoed with the promise of revelation. In this quiet sanctuary beneath the jungle, the girl sensed that she was closer than ever to understanding her true nature. The chamber seemed to hold not just the answers to her own mysterious origins, but also a deeper connection between all living things. The symbols on the walls whispered of a time when magic was real and nature was a guardian of life's greatest secrets. As she stood in the heart of the chamber, a feeling of anticipation swelled within her. What lay ahead in this labyrinth of memories and nature's truths? With every beat of her heart, she grew ready to embrace the next part of her journey, a journey that would test her courage and unlock the hidden chapters of her destiny. Yet, as the light began to fade, the jungle held one final secret close, waiting for the right moment to reveal it. In the quiet depths of the chamber, the girl's pulse quickened as she stepped closer to a large mural on the far wall. The faded painting showed a young figure with gentle eyes and fierce determination, an echo of her own face. Around this figure swirled images of panthers and ancient trees, symbols that had long whispered secrets to the jungle. The mural glowed softly as if alive, and every stroke of the stone told a tale of battles fought between darkness and light, of a hidden power that linked the wild to the heart of its guardian. With trembling fingers, she reached out to trace one of the glowing symbols. In that touch, she felt a rush of memories not her own, a flash of a life filled with both pain and wonder. The sensation was both strange and familiar, as if the mural was sharing a piece of a long-forgotten promise. Each symbol on the wall unraveled a mystery of her past. She realized that her life was not merely shaped by the gentle care of the panthers, but also by an ancient force woven into the very fabric of the jungle. As she absorbed the revelations before her, the room suddenly seemed to pulse with energy. The soft light from the cracks above grew brighter, and shadows danced along the stone walls. The mural shifted in the light, revealing hidden figures that appeared to move with the rhythm of her heartbeat. It was as if the chamber itself was alive, guiding her to see that her existence was tied to a secret that had waited centuries for her to awaken. Halfway through this moment of discovery, a quiet invitation stirred in the ambient echoes of the chamber. A gentle reminder came through the rustle of ancient leaves outside. If the thrill of uncovering deep secrets stirs your spirit, remain with us on this extraordinary journey. This subtle call to continue the adventure blends seamlessly with the mystery of the jungle, urging every listener to seek more than what is seen at first glance. The girl's eyes locked on a central figure in the mural, a majestic warrior, bearing symbols similar to those etched in the jungle's hidden corners. This figure held a staff crowned with a glimmering crystal that pulsed with a light that seemed to mirror the energy in her own heart. In that instant, she felt a stirring deep within her, a force that reached beyond the realm of the tangible. It was as if the warrior's spirit was calling out to her, guiding her to embrace the truth of who she was meant to be. The chamber walls began to tremble ever so slightly, and the symbols shivered with renewed vigor. A sudden gust of cool air swept across the room, carrying with it whispers of an age-old prophecy. The whispers spoke of a union between nature and spirit, of a destiny sealed by ancient magic. The girl realized that the mural was not merely a relic of the past, it was a map to the very essence of her being. Every curve and line was a thread that, when followed, could reveal the story of her true self. Stepping back, she took in the full breadth of the revelation. The jungle had long hidden the knowledge of her origins, guarding it until the right moment. Now, in this sacred chamber, she stood at the edge of that secret, a threshold between the life she had always known and the destiny that beckoned her from beyond the familiar paths. The symbols on the wall, the soft light, and the palpable energy in the room all pointed to one clear truth: she was not an ordinary child. The wild had chosen her, and in doing so, had bestowed upon her a power that was both beautiful and dangerous. As she tried to piece together these visions, a deep rumble echoed through the chamber. The ground beneath her feet vibrated as if the jungle itself was shifting. In that moment, a door made of intertwining vines and ancient wood slowly began to open at the far side of the chamber. Beyond it lay a dark corridor, its passage barely lit by flickering lights. The sight of this opening filled her with a mix of hope and trepidation. Here, at the edge of the known and the unknown, the answers to her true nature might finally be revealed. Her heart pounded as she stepped toward the opening, unsure of what waited on the other side. The energy in the room reached a fever pitch, and the mural's images began to fade into a blur of moving light. With every step, the girl felt the pull of destiny grow stronger. The jungle was calling her forward, urging her to uncover the secret that had defined her life from the start. And just as she reached the threshold of the dark corridor, a single echoing sound, a heartbeat in perfect time with her own, filled the air. What would she find beyond that door? The answer lay in the depths of the unknown, where the jungle guarded its final secret with unwavering resolve. The mystery of her true self was almost within reach, yet the path ahead promised more questions than answers.